In this video, I'll be looking at the wheel colors on my Sport Coupe that's up at my dad's, and I'm going to be trying to make it more original color than these orange wheels that are on it right now. Kind of like the color of my dad's truck here. They're a little bit too light, and the white walls, make it look even lighter color. So I'm going to go with a kind of a medium yellow. I think the color is called warm yellow, and I'm just gonna do a quick test paint here, and sanding all these spokes on these wheels just took probably total couple hours of sanding, and then cleaned it up here right here, and wiping it down with some mineral spirits and taping it up. I didn't get super crazy with it because they just looked horrible to begin with, so this is going to look better than what was on there. So here's the final yellow product. Okay, I did a little test painting, and I got this color from just a Rust-Oleum color chart, and wanted to try it out for I think it's called straw wheat for 3031, and there's also Tacoma cream, which I think maybe my dad's truck here, they were going for Tacoma cream, which is a little lighter color. But I kind of like the little darker, deeper yellow. I'm not sure how good it's coming out on camera, but the previous owner went with this kind of mustard color, and that color actually looked more like an orange or tangerine. And this one's a little bit darker. I don't know if you can get it on the camera. This one's about the same as that. It's more of a deep mustard colored, which I don't really care for with the blue. And kind of like this yellow. And it's going to be the Washington blue, which is this kind of medium dark blue. And on this side, you can see it's kind of the mustardy color. And that's kind of the mustardy color also. So actually there was 4 of them that were that mustardy color, and this one was actually a little bit different. I don't know if I got a picture that I can show that what this one was, but so they don't really, those 3, or well, it was a spare, the 4 mustardy colors are similar, but they're not exact, and they're pretty dark. And this one was different anyway, so I took it off, sanded it pretty good, and put a good coat of Rust-Oleum. I can't remember the name on it. See if I can find the can. Okay, so this is what I got. It's Rust-Oleum. That's the color on the cap, and they call it gloss warm yellow. And on the back here, it's that code right there, gloss warm yellow. And just looking at the color chart and pictures, and just the color that I like is this. And I couldn't find this in the store. I actually had to go online where they show you all the colors of Rust-Oleum, and I think it's pretty close. I'm not going for a restoration points here, but just something that looks good and will go good with the blue. Okay, I'm gonna get started putting the wheel back on the car, and see what it looks like fully mounted with the hubcap on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the black walls. I don't really care for the white walls. My dad's truck has white walls on it, but they're getting pretty old and rotted, and he actually needs a new set of tires on that too. But I'm not sure, if he's going to go back with the white walls. I just kind of prefer the black walls. Certain cars, some of the bit bigger 4-doors and the Victorias, look pretty good on with the white walls. But the smaller cars, I think, look better with black walls. And I just had to air the tire back up, so I'm checking the air in the other tires right here. While we're talking about tires and tubes, I just want to show this one on Earlier video, we were on my dad's coupe and he had a flat tire and we were changing it and trying to patch it. And you can see, this is the tube out of it. You can see where because it's a longer valve stem, they mold a little ring into the rubber. You can see here it's splitting and cracking right there. But when we dunk it in the bubbles, it's actually right here at the base. It's gotten dry rotted. And let's see if you can see right there. So the tube itself is sort of fine. And if we could find somebody that would re-vulcanize and patch I think they're two and a half inch valve stems. I noticed on the spare, they don't have the long enough valve stem on it. It's more like a normal modern valve stem, which is only like inch and a half long. Which is, it's fine, it's working. And previous owner, I guess, had white walls on here, and that one, previous owner actually had white walls on it, and you can see right here, the spare is an old takeoff probably that still holds air. Has plenty of tread, but it's old. And I haven't even checked the date codes on these. I think these aren't too bad. They're Garfields, and there may actually be a date code on these. Somewhere around 2000, they started date coding them. Maybe 1503, so 2016, 15, and 03, March. I'm not sure. I would guess, maybe 15 or 16, which would be, that's 8 or 9 years old now. The other thing, I don't know if you can see it from they put just regular nuts on. These are actually yellow, and they're not the Acorn correct nuts. And these are brand new ones on this one. But let me show you. So, previous owner had just put regular lug nuts on there. And this one's actually missing a lug nut. And they're a different yellow than the orange mustard color. And these are newer lug nuts, and it has all 5 of them at least. You can still see it's still silver and not rusted, but they're not the proper Acorn. And you really have to get those from a Model A vendor because they're so specific. They have to be the right depth. And this one has regular and kind of mishmash. One yellow one, and the others are kind of mustardy. And this one's mostly rusty, and most of the lug nuts, I think. Yeah, so it's missing one lug nut. Sure, this car's not bad, but I really need to get a set of real lug nuts that are Model A specific, because what you want is you don't want it to bottom out on the stud before it's tight. So they have to be deep enough so that the threads can go on in, and it'll lock the wheel on. I think that some people that have problems that it wallows out the drum is that the Acorns you can get at a car store are not as deep. If you look at the original ones, they're actually pretty long and they're deep, so that the studs don't bottom out first. Okay, I just wanted to show, and if you want to put down in the comments, I prefer this yellow compared to especially this mustardy color. And if I could find a picture of the car with the orange tangerine wheel on it, it was not as deep and dark as that one, but I kind of like this color. What was it again? Gloss warm yellow. Rust-Oleum, and I guess that's just the name of it, gloss warm yellow. But I think it's closer to the straw wheat from 1930. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like and comment, and put a comment down of what you think of this color here and how it matches the original Ford color charts. And I just like that straw wheat with the Washington blue, which, you know, this paint is faded and just in bad shape. And maybe one day I'll start working on it. You can see where, you know, the primer was sticking, but the top coat, I don't know if this is lacquer they went over it with, and it just is all cracked. And then the doors didn't do that, but the up here at the gas tank too, you can really see it's, you know, really cracked and went back to primer. And actually my dad's truck, which is hard to see over here now, got so many tools on it. The paint on it, you know, has deteriorated and has a little checking on it. So if you're a paint guy, you know, do auto body and paint, if you know what this did, yeah, I'm thinking I probably really have to go back all the way down to primer, sand all this stuff off, and at least go back to primer, sand it out, and put a new coat on there. But anyways, comment if you like the yellow, and or if you actually preferred the mustard color. And but I don't think the mustard color was original Ford at all. And tell me which way you like, and whether you like this new one I put on. I may actually pull the other wheels off, take it back to my garage, and, you know, when I got some time, I could sit there and sand them and paint them, and then bring them back and put them back up here and put them on. As always, like and subscribe the video, and you'll get it in your home feed on YouTube, and it helps me out if you subscribe. You know, YouTube shows how many people have subscribed, and very few people are actually subscribers that are viewers. And it, you know, it's free, and it just helps me with the YouTube people, and it gets to where, you know, more people will see the videos. Anyways, take care, everybody.